My name is Antoine Campbell, otherwise known as Macb.
Take away your safety net. Straight ahead. Leave yourself no motherfucking.
Mac Muscle came from people understanding that the name of my company was Macb Fitness, so they assumed that I named it after myself. It's not named after myself. It's actually named after my daughter McKenna, my son Antoine Jr., our last name is Campbell, and my wife Brianna. So that's where Macb came from. What got me on the fitness journey is a multitude of things, but really the main thing was I have a son and a daughter, and I really wanted to be a better representation for my family. And I was overweight at the time, really unhealthy. And I remember one day going to the doctor, and the doctor at the time told me, hey, you know, you're borderline diabetic, your stress level is high, you need to do something better. So the short answer is trying to get better for myself, for my family, being a better representation. First YouTuber that I ever watched that really blew my mind was C.T. Fletcher. He is just an animal in the gym.
I heard a lot of you say you want to be a sick motherfucker. You want to be an iron addict. But are you willing to pay the price to be a sick motherfucker? Are you willing to pay the price to be a yoke motherfucker? Are you willing to pay the price?
You know, he has congestive heart issues, and he's in that gym day in and day out. What keeps me getting up with that same motivation is the same thing that got me started. My kids. And now my kids are getting older, so they watch daddy. You know what I'm saying? And it's important for me, especially with my son. I believe God gave me a son for a reason. He watches everything, so it's important for me to show him that a man works hard. I don't believe in excuses. I get up at 3 a.m., like you said, before the roosters every day. I work out. I go to my day job. I come home. I work out again. I train my clients. And you just got to do it, man. I get it in. I told you that my family was the reason why I started. Part of my extended family, my mother, diabetes and stuff like that runs in our family. So what happened was, my mom and my pops came over while I was training one day. My dad was like, yo, you know, you looking good. You got good workouts. And I said, well, you know what? I'll train mom. So I started training my mother and getting her results. And then I decided to go to school. And after I went to school, actually while I was going to school, I was training people for free. And it just made me want to pursue my career. And I wanted to share this gift because for me, fitness changed my life completely. And I just wanted to share that gift with the world. So I went to school, started Macb Fitness, and here we are today. We tend to overcomplicate things as far as diet goes. So I first want to tell you guys that everything works. Ketogenic diet works. Intermittent fasting works, high protein, low carb. What you want to do is find something that works for you, that you can sustain for a long period of time, okay? Cutting out all your carbs, that's going to give you great results for about 3 weeks. And then the moment that's not feeling well, you're going to go ham, and you are going to start eating everything that you was before. You just going, you know what I'm saying? You're going to go in there and get buck wild. You done stole all the kids' fruit snacks. You done stole their cereal, everything, right? So if you give yourself just a little bit of flexibility, called if it fits your macros, find your macros that you have every day, your proteins, carbs, and fats. We'll get into that in some other video. And just be flexible with it. Don't go too crazy, because when you go too hard at the beginning, you're guaranteed to fall off. My YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/Macb Fitness, and I get on there, man. I try to teach people about healthy eating. Sometimes me and the wife get on there and just kind of mess around. The kids are there, but I take a no BS approach to fitness. I don't get on there and tell you to have a whole bunch of supplements. I don't get on there and tell you that, hey, you can get fit or get shredded abs in 6 weeks. I try to cut the middleman and cut all the BS and try to help people out the best way I can. The earth is your gym, is what I tell you. You know, because when I first started, I started with push-ups. I would go 20 a day, then 100 a day. Eventually, I got to 500 push-ups every single day. So you don't need a gym, you don't need fancy equipment, man. You get some resistance bands or just body weight. Do pull-ups, push-ups, squats. And another thing I'll tell people is, I understand that we live in a microwave society. You want it right now. You want to get shredded right now. But it doesn't happen that way. My motto is blood, sweat, and years. It takes a long time. You didn't put on that 50 pounds of fat overnight, so it's not going to come off overnight. At the end of the day, I want people to walk away from watching me understanding that you're not supposed to allow yourself any excuses, right? We all got jobs, we all got kids, issues in our life. Life happens, okay? So I want you to keep your eyes on the prize, work hard, and push through. Oh man, you can find me, you can Google Macb Fitness, but it's Macb Fitness on Instagram, Snapchat. We also have a website, www.macbfitness.com. And we're going to have some hats and shirts, and man, we're working on some things, but also my email is macbfitness@gmail.com, so you can find me anywhere, everywhere.